Transcendental idealism, a philosophical concept popularized by Immanuel Kant, proposes that our experience of the world is not a direct apprehension of things in themselves, but rather a constructed reality. Just like the Hall of Mirrors, our minds act as filters, processing raw sensory data through the lens of pre-existing categories and structures. Think of a rainbow. We marvel at its vibrant colors, but the rainbow itself doesn't exist out there in the way we perceive it. It's a product of sunlight refracting through water droplets in the air, interacting with our visual system in a specific way. The colors, the arc, the very essence of the rainbow are as much a creation of our minds as they are a phenomenon of the physical world. Kant's ideas were revolutionary. Before him, philosophers largely believed that knowledge was a passive acquisition, with the mind acting as a blank slate upon which the world impressed itself. Kant argued the opposite, that the mind is an active participant in shaping our reality. He compared his insight to Copernicus's heliocentric model. Just as Copernicus shifted the focus from the Earth to the Sun, Kant shifted the focus from the object of knowledge to the knowing subject. He argued that space, time, causality, the fundamental categories through which we experience the world, are not properties of the external world, but rather inherent structures of the mind itself. Section 4, Echoes of Descartes and Pascal's Wager. Kant's ideas resonated with earlier philosophical inquiries. René Descartes, famous for his cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am, embarked on a quest for absolute certainty, doubting the validity of all sensory experience. He arrived at the conclusion that the only undeniable truth is the existence of the thinking self. Blaise Pascal, a 17th century mathematician and philosopher, approached the question of reality from a different angle. In his famous Pascal's Wager, he argued that it is more advantageous to believe in God's existence than to deny it, even if there is no definitive proof. His reasoning was based on the potential consequences of each belief system. Section 5. The Matrix, Maya, and the Nature of Reality. The concept of a constructed reality is not limited to Western philosophy. Eastern traditions, like Hinduism and Buddhism, have long explored the illusory nature of the perceived world. The concept of Maya in Hinduism, for instance, describes the world as a veil of illusion that obscures the true nature of reality. Even popular culture has grappled with these ideas. The Matrix, a sci-fi classic, presents a compelling, albeit fictionalized, exploration of a simulated reality. Neo, the protagonist, is forced to confront the unsettling possibility that his experiences are not genuine, but rather a computer-generated illusion. Section 6. So, what is real? Transcendental idealism doesn't deny the existence of an external world. It simply posits that our access to that world is always mediated by our senses and our minds. The reality we experience is a co-creation, a tapestry woven from the threads of things in themselves and the loom of human perception. This raises a profound question. If our reality is a construct, to what extent can we claim to know the truth? Are we forever trapped within the confines of our own minds, destined to perceive only shadows on the cave wall? Or are there ways to transcend the limitations of our subjective experience and glimpse the world as it truly is? These questions have no easy answers, but they lie at the heart of what it means to be human. To question, to explore, and to seek meaning in a world that is at once familiar and profoundly mysterious.